to really thank NThought for their generosity in hosting us. We've all benefited from NThought's kindness at the sci-fi conferences, but it was very nice of you guys to actually put up with us for a few days here. And so I really would like to thank you guys for this and hosting it at your house and everything. And hopefully this is going to be very productive. I mean, we don't have a set agenda. This is a working meeting. Part of the point of today is to learn a little bit about each other's projects and then find ways of collaborating. SAGE is a project that, led by a few maniac people, has picked up ridiculous amounts of momentum and is a fantastic project. And it's a project that sits on top of the Python language but modifies the language. The projects that some of us have been involved with, like NumPy and SciPy and IPython and Matplotlib, and the NThought tools, sit squarely at the level of the Python language itself and don't extend the language. There are more libraries that do various things. And what we would like to see is finding ways of collaborating better to basically build a stack that, where SAGE, obviously because it extends the language, sits kind of at the top of this idea of a stack, but where all the various components of that stack hopefully work as well as possible. We repeatedly get emails. Just a few days ago, William forwarded me one of people who would like to contribute to SAGE in areas that, in a sense, are really contributions that fit squarely within the domain of either NumPy or SciPy. And so we should find ways of making sure that if somebody has that type of a problem, we can just tell them, oh, just contribute to, this is a NumPy issue, or this is a SciPy issue, and the stack is well coupled enough that that contribution immediately benefits both the SciPy user and the SAGE user. And so I think the point of this meeting is precisely to find both the technical issues and kind of the workflow and community process for that to happen as smoothly as possible. We've already talked about, William, you try to have what, 3 to 4 SAGE meetings a year, SAGE days a year, give or take?
At least.
At least, okay.
We've had 8 in the last 2 years.
2 years. So an average of 3 to 4.
Or 10.
And I don't know, we were thinking that it would be a good idea to try to have at least one SAGE SciPy meeting per year at the very least, and we could bounce back between NThought and Berkeley so that we don't overload these guys. Jared and I can try to set up the logistics at Berkeley next year and then go back and forth. So trying to set up at the very least one combined SAGE SciPy meeting, in addition to whatever can happen at the SAGE conference and other meetings. If some of us can make it to one of the regular SAGE days, that's more on the applied end of things, that would be good. So hopefully everybody's going to code a lot for the next few days. The plan we had was to confine anything that would be kind of a talk to today, and then use that time as organizing and planning time to decide what specific problems people want to work on, and then work on that until Tuesday. And then have little short end of the day meetings where we can sort of do a brief status report on how things went, what people are doing on their projects, see if help changes need to be made, whatever. So welcome everyone. Thanks for coming in, especially because I was moving across the country and changing jobs in the last 2 weeks, so I didn't really do anything at the very end. So I kind of dropped the ball on Travis and William. And so let's go ahead with introductions quickly. Since I'm talking, I'm Fernando. I know some